We are back for another main event prediction for Verdict, coming off the heels of what I would consider a good call on the Amanda Lemos knockout. We are back for UFC 281, the main event for the pay-per-view. Israel Adesanya defends the UFC middleweight title against Alex Pereira, somebody who he's lost to twice in kickboxing. We all know the story. Make sure you guys are playing on Verdict. No salary cap over there. Just make your picks. New fantasy game. New high roller contest over there. Contests of all sizes. Go make sure you check that out. Now for this fight. Adesanya right now is currently a minus 200 favorite, I believe, the last time I checked. I'm clearly scrambling to click here. 205. 1 plus 175 is the comeback on Pereira right now. Fight goes to decision, does not go to decision, minus 110 apiece on both sides. Got to pick them there. Pereira's getting a title shot, 3-0 in the UFC. Has looked pretty good. Obviously, in his fights last time out at 276, knocked out Sean Strickland. Israel Adesanya, I feel like this gets overlooked a little bit. He's 12-1 in the UFC. How does this fight play out? You know, Adesanya and Pereira kickboxed twice, and everybody knows at this point Pereira's 2-0. The first fight, the judges gave it to Pereira, but when I look back at it, I think Izzy won the fight. I thought he did a better job with his distance. I think he landed more. Like I thought Adesanya won the fight. And the second fight, Adesanya was up 2-0 and then hurt Pereira in the third round before he did get caught and knocked out. I guess on a side note, my head is saying one thing, my heart is saying another. I'm kind of over Israel Adesanya in the shtick. I can't believe anything he says. All the you know, put him on skates like Elsa and all that stuff he's saying about Cannonier and that awful fight at 276, which I was there for. People were leaving. It was crazy. I don't believe anything he says anymore. The problem is that he's, I think, the more well-rounded martial artist. He could wrestle in this fight. It's a legitimate path to victory. Pereira's been taken down twice in his 2 UFC fights that didn't end in the first round. He defended some. I think Michailidis was like 2 of 8. The other opponent was 2 of 7. Bruno Silva. Like, he can defend some, but he can be taken down and controlled. Adesanya, you would think all these years working with Eugene Bareman and that camp has got to be able to hit a takedown at this point. It's a viable path to victory. This is mixed martial arts. It is not a kickboxing fight. If they choose to kickbox, I think Izzy can still win that type of fight. I think he won the first one. He was striking fine with Pereira in the second. Just, everybody's seeing the knockout that's happened. You've seen Pereira's crazy power. I think the line's a little closer than it should be. Now, clearly with 4-ounce gloves, the way they threw in those kickboxing fights, if somebody lands, I think either guy can knock the other out here. Pereira, obviously, that big left hand, more knockout potential, in my opinion. But I guess it comes down to who am I taking in this fight. A lot of back and forth. It's kind of the peripherals. My pick for the UFC 281 main event, Israel Adesanya via decision. Again, head versus heart. My heart kind of wants to see Pereira get a knockout here because I'm over the Izzy shtick. I think it'd be good for the division. Izzy has lapped this division once. It'll make things more interesting. But I think Adesanya has more paths to get this done. He can wrestle should he choose to do that. If it stays on the feet, I think he'll be fine on the feet. He just has to watch the left hook that's caught him before, as what caught Sean Strickland last time out for Pereira. Pereira's live for sure, but most of the paths to victory flow through Adesanya here. And my gut tells me he's actually going to grapple. I take anything he says with a grain of salt, but why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you grapple here? Just it should be it's Holly Holm against Megan Anderson. Holly Holm was like, I'm a kickboxer, or a boxer, but I'm just going to take you down because I can. I've been doing this longer. That's what I think should happen here. And even if Izzy decides not to play that game, I think he'll be okay on the feet, barring a knockout. Guys who rely on the finish, they make their sketchy picks in general, and they're even sketchier against the guy who's shown will play it safe to get a win. That's what Adesanya does. Don't listen to his, I'm going to turn this into a war. It's going to be like the Kelvin fight. Yeah. No. Take anything he says out of it. He's willing to win via decision. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not entertaining. May make me want to root against you a little bit, but you're winning. And you're the champ. He's a champ for a reason. I think through those multiple paths to victory, Israel Adesanya will get this done. Whether you're playing on verdict or any other fantasy contests, good luck in those contests. I'll catch you next time.